Hey, this is Teacher Hamish. It's Friday afternoon, Friday evening after class, just taking a stroll with the Sully Monster there by the lake. And before we run out of light entirely, I just wanted to say a quick hello and wish you all a good weekend, and also just talk about, there's kind of three thoughts that we can have, that we all have, about things when we are learning to adapt and work in another culture. There's three things we are all going to do, and because of difference. This is our reaction to people in another culture doing something different, maybe because of language, maybe because of behavior or values, the things they think are important, or the ways they try to achieve things or communicate or present themselves or negotiate or deal with us. Of course, it could be the time that they set meetings, when they begin business, the way they try to solve problems, work as a team, or work individually. There's so much stuff that can feel different because, well, it is different to the way we would normally do things in our home country or home culture. And our reaction, we can have three reactions, and none of them are very helpful. So, for example, we can decide we're out of our depth. We can decide we're never going to be able to translate their behavior. We're never going to be able to match their behavior. And that's not true, and it's no good because it will paralyze us. Number two, we can decide that we don't like their behavior, that it is fake, that it is unnatural, that we can't embody that. We can't take it on because it won't feel natural to us. Sometimes that can be relatively true, but we'll have to find a way around it because, of course, if we adopt a behavior that we think is fake, it's going to look fake when we do it. So we've got to find a way around that one as well, and also got to think carefully, because the chances are, even if something does look fake and strange and unnatural to us, it's not fake to them, right? So we need to think carefully, well, how do we translate this into our own values, our own behavior, stuff like that. Number three is, well, why do I have to change? Why can't they meet me halfway? Why can't they adopt some of my behaviors? They're not going to do that because we're the one moving to their place. We're the one living and working in their space, their cultural space. Sorry, let me just get around here. And Sully is expecting a boat. I don't think that's part of his official duties, but he's doing it anyway. So all three of those things, whether it's I don't understand it, it doesn't feel natural to me, and why should I have to make that effort in the first place? All three of these thoughts are very negative thoughts, and they're all three, they're ways for us to stop adapting. They are excuses, and they're not helpful. So we're on a mission here, a mission to change our mindset. Let me give you the simplest example I can think of, the American response to thank you, which is you're welcome. Now, no one in the UK says you're welcome, and I understand the language. This is not a language difficulty for me, it is a cultural difficulty. So when I first got here and I would say thank you and they would respond with you're welcome, I thought to myself, well, I understand it, so I got that part, but it sounds fake to me. It sounds a strange thing. It's not natural to me. And then I moved swiftly on to number three, which was, and I'm not going to do it. Why should I? I'm British, and I'll always be British. Why should I have to change here? And that can be a cute anecdote for people back in the UK, but people in the United States are not going to appreciate that or understand it, and why should they? Because this is a natural part of their language, and it is not fake. It is just good manners to use something like you're welcome. So I moved as quickly as I could into that mindset where I am translating. I am translating not just language, but translating behavior and values into a way that I can understand. Because the truth is, my goodness, wherever we go in the world, there's much more that brings us together than marks as separate and different. But we will have different ways of saying things, expressing things, and communicating things. I don't think that's the weather chopper. I'm not sure what that is up there. Anyway, I guess that's my call to go. But those are the three reactions to cultural difference. Those are the three negative, bad thoughts we can have that make us think, oh, I'm never going to understand this, or it doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel natural, it feels fake to me. And number three, oh, why should I have to do it anyway? we need to think very carefully before we make those kinds of judgments, because they are not helpful, and they're going to decrease our chance of succeeding when we're working and living in another culture. So next time you have those feelings, those thoughts, if you're in that situation of living and working in another country, or living and working and doing business with another culture, ask yourself, am I just going through these negative thoughts? Is there another way for me to translate those? And you know what? Just actually enjoy the culture more, feel more integrated with the culture. This is not about forgetting who we are or where we're from. It's finding a way to be more comfortable and be more successful living and working away from home. Hey, that's the plan. I'm happy to help you with all of this stuff. Of course I am, with Working English and in my classroom as well. So come see me in class. This is Teacher Hamish wishing you the very best weekend, and I'll see you soon, okay? Thanks a lot.